Welcome back to the county seat. We've been talking about tourism and its importance to local communities and the counties within the state of Utah. We're going to continue that conversation. I understand how important tourism is to the areas, but as an outside observer, it would, and reading some of the headlines and some of the issues and discussions that we've had, it seems like there has been in the past a little bit of conflict, because we've identified, even some of the national or the federal agencies have identified that tourism is the best application for some of the public lands, and then they turn around with their next planning, resource management plan, and they close campgrounds and they close routes and they close destinations, and then all of a sudden you say, yeah, your best use of this forest is tourism, but now we're going to shut down a lot of the tourism that you're trying to promote. Is that situation improving at all across the state? I mean, we've talked about the liaison of the counties with each other. How is that relationship working with the federal agencies?
It's fair to say that those federal planning efforts are incredibly difficult. They've got a lot of issues to balance. From our perspective, from the state park perspective, some of our best partners are those federal agencies. As we struggle to market this whole big picture of outdoor recreation, with 70% of Utah land being under public administration, if you will, they're a big player. Now, it's hard to get a forest level or a regional level BLM office engaged in that tourism promotion, but at the ground level, those folks are usually fully engaged.
It is. It's extremely important to have them engaged and to respect the fact that they've got a job to do, but at the same time, bring them in on the conversations about what's going on. Down at the Paiute Trail, we have a trail committee that's been in place for 20 years, and our land management agencies and the state, they're all at the table, and it gives us an opportunity every month to sit down and express concerns and talk about how to fix some of the issues that we've got.
We've seen that in San Juan County as well. Our county commissioners have been proactive, and we have, I think, a very healthy dialogue with the administering federal agencies, particularly Bureau of Land Management and Forest Service in the Manti La Salle. So I think there's the perception of, as you mentioned, maybe 5 years ago, but things are proved, and there is a dialogue with the agencies.
How important is that diversity? We mentioned it earlier in the show, but when you look at trying to plan to draw tourism in, I mean, from Sevier County, I mean, your big draw is ATV traffic with the Paiute Trail system, but I'm wondering if that single focus, do you want to concentrate and get all the visitors on one topic, or is that diversity an important issue? And you guys might have different perspectives on that. Yeah.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Well, you're going to have that core group of folks with an ATV or UTV that are going to want to come out and just ride the trail. But then there are folks beyond that want to do more than that. They're going to want to see the Fremont Indian State Park and Big Rock Candy Mountain Fish Lake. They're going to want to fish along the trail and camp along the trail. And so there's just that diversity of things that you can do and see along the way. And when you have that as the package, it makes a huge difference to folks who are coming out to visit.
You mentioned the Fremont State Park and the cultural resources, certainly in San Juan County. That's the greatest archaeological site density in North America. Folks are coming to see the prehistoric rock art and the ancestral Puebloan ruins. They're also coming to enjoy Edge of the Cedar State Park and Museum and our contemporary Native American culture as well. And then we're not all red rock country. There's 2 miles of elevation change in San Juan County. So from red rock to alpine, lots of things to do.
Well, Charlie, and when those visitors come, they really don't care whether this is a BLM or a Forest Service campground or a state park or a county-run facility. They just want to enjoy it. And so that integration between those federal agencies in the county or the federal agencies in the state or even private nonprofit organizations becomes that much more important. Because to the visitor, it doesn't matter. Yeah. I just want to go out and have a good time.
That's right, and that's why we work together, Sevier County, San Juan County, all the counties. Our visitors don't know what county they're in often, and that's why we have to work as a team. Right.
The Paiute Trail runs
through... those little lines aren't painted out on the sand?
Paiute Trail runs through 5 counties, and it makes absolutely no sense for us to try and battle over, whose county we're in.
Well, and from mile to mile, it may cross a county road onto a forest road, onto a BLM road, across private property, and back onto the forest within a mile.
Exactly.
And the rider doesn't care.
Nope.
Well, these are all very interesting topics. We'll continue our conversation here on the county seat on tourism, and we're going to talk about residual effects when we come back. I think it's an interesting perspective that I've just become aware of, and we'll discuss that and how it will extend when we return. We'll be back in just a minute.
There aren't a lot of places in this world where you can feel truly free and wild, where the horizon invites you to set off on adventure. Find adventure at the TOOELE County Fair August 2nd through the 4th. We'll kick it all off with an annual rodeo August 2nd and 3rd, and enjoy a special concert with the Bellamy Brothers on August 3rd. Then we'll wrap up with our Demolition Derby. TOOELE County. Experience endless horizons.
Believe it or not, summer isn't far away, and neither is Juab County. There's no need to travel far to find that perfect family adventure. June 30th, get your blood pumping at the Juab County Extreme Enduro. You've never seen a race like this. In mid-July, join us for our Ute Stampede Rodeo. And then in August, there's the big Demolition Derby that wraps up our county fair. Juab County. It'll change your family forever.
Unlimited opportunity for adventure. It's all about knowing where to look. Join us in Fillmore for the National ATV Jamboree June 25th through 30th. Explore the Paiute ATV Trail with 30 different rides offered that will take you and your family through a range of terrain, geology, and history. Pick your adventure in Millard County.